You're probably here because you want to know how to survive your first year of college. You're in the right channel. Go ahead and subscribe. Sup, it's Rica, so welcome back to another video. Hi! So for this video, you've seen the title, you've seen the thumbnail, of course. Basically, this video is going to be about surviving your first day and first year of college. That is, if magkakaroon ng face-to-face classes. If you're an incoming freshman, comment down below what school you're headed to. Or if you're not an incoming freshman, comment down below what uni you're from. Girl, I would love to know. Some of these tips are PLM specific because in case you didn't know, I go to PLM and I'm taking up BS Architecture. But don't worry, nasa 2 or 3 lang naman yun and the rest are like universal. Just a quick disclaimer, these tips were basically from my own experience, things that I think that I did right and things that I wish I knew before starting college. Para, you know, ma-avoid yung mga pagkakamali ko sa buhay. What? Yes. Anyway, without further ado, let's just get it on. So the first tip is, before the school year even starts, tour your campus, or at least familiarize it. You don't have to memorize the whole campus, okay? This is para hindi ka maligaw or mahirapan hanapin yung building mo or classroom mo. That is, if magkakaroon ng face-to-face classes. And as what I've said earlier, hindi mo kailangan i-memorize yung buong campus kasi may mga buildings dyan na hindi mo naman papasukan or hindi ka magkakaroon ng klase for the entire college year mo. Speaking of familiarizing your campus, tip number 2 is to have a copy of your campus map. You probably might need this lalo kung hindi mo kayang i-tour yung campus mo before the school year even starts. Or kapag hindi mo talaga matandaan yung na-tour mo. I actually plan to make a video on a campus tour ng PLM but this pandemic thing happened and school got cancelled. Let's just hope na magawa ko yung video and matapos na tong pandemic na to. And sis, sana naman may gawing action na yung gobyerno natin because, hello, wala nga silang konkretong plano on how to deal with this pandemic thing. Like, girl, what? Now for the third tip. Don't buy a lot of school supplies yet. Wait for your prof's requirements, lalo na kung arty student ka like me. Kasi may mga prof na magpapa-require na bumili ka ng tech pens, pero ang binili mong tech pens is yung disposable like Unipin, Micron, so mapapagastos ka pa ulit. Or binili mo lahat ng sizes ng tech pens, pero ang kailangan mo lang naman is 3 or 5 of them. So nasayang yung perang nagastos mo para doon. My advice, kung bibili ka ng school supplies, start with the basic ones like binder, notebooks, pens, pencil if you're gonna need them, correction tape, and stuff like that. If you wanna know what basic school supplies you will be needing for college, subscribe to my channel and click on the bell button to get notified whenever I upload a new video. And you know, para hindi mo ma-miss yung video na yun. Tip number 4, get to know your prof. When I say get to know your prof, not necessarily mean like have a chit-chat with them, like, hey ma'am, sir, let's go eat outside and talk about life, you know? No, it's not like that. But if that's your plan, well, good luck then. Kidding aside, what I mean is read up on your prof. Like, see if your university has an FB group or page wherein people ask about professors and other people will give their input based on their experiences, or at least ask your seniors about them. Tip number 5, always bring your ID and registration form. Sa PLM kasi kapag first year ka pa lang tapos wala ka pang ID, the USG will look for your registration form and also kapag naka-civilian ka, hanapan ka pa rin nila nun. So never ever forget your registration form and ID if you don't wanna get into trouble. Tip number 6, arrive early so you have time to look for your room and time to like get lost in the campus, you know? Yes, that's fun. Kidding aside, you might wanna arrive early para hindi ka malate sa first day mo or sa klase mo. Like sis, may mga prof na mag-grade ng kung anong oras ka dumarating. Tip number 7 is to bring your schedule and know how to read it. Pay attention with the code number and the room number because you don't want to end up being in the wrong class. Tip number 8 is don't be afraid to become a class officer. Kasi sa'yo ibibigay yung requirements, instructions, whatsoever ng mga prof. Once na matanggap mo na yung message ng prof mo sa'yo, i-distribute mo na yun agad sa mga blockmates mo kasi sa'yo sila nakasalalay ng mga kailangan gawin. And kapag class officer ka, if ever magkaroon ng conflicts sa schedule or requirements ng mga prof, you can negotiate or talk to your prof about it because may mga prof naman na willing makinig. Next tip is before joining any organizations, i-fill mo muna yung schedule mo. Kasi baka mahirapan ka with all the work and responsibilities na kailangan mo sa ACADS mo and sa organization na yung sinalihan mo. Tapos magkaroon pa ng conflict ng schedule. So ayun, fill mo muna yung schedule mo bago ka sumali sa organization. And before joining any organizations, mag-research ka muna tungkol sa organization na yun, kung ano yung mga ginagawa nila, kung ano yung mga pinaniniwalaan nila, and stuff like that, okay? Tip number 10 is avoid skipping classes or being absent. Kasi may mga prof na grade-gradean ang attendance. Tsaka sa college kasi, ang hirap humabol ng lessons na mismo. Like, it's 10 times harder sa high school or maybe more than 10 times harder. And since you're attending college to get a degree, not to slack off. Okay, I'm sorry, that line sounded a bit aggressive, but you get the point. Tip number 11, cliche as it may sound, but I have to say it, study in advance. Your profs will tell you the syllabus naman on your first meeting. That is, if sinusunod nila yung syllabus. And masanay ka na mag-self-study because this isn't high school anymore. Like, the profs will not spoon-feed you with everything that you needed to learn and to know. Awful truth, but that's college. That's life. And if ever mahirapan ka or may questions ka, tip number 12 is don't be shy to ask help from your seniors or classmates. Like, you can approach us naman if you need any help or questions, but mind you, wag kayo ma-offend or magkaroon ng sama ng loob kapag hindi namin kayo natulungan kasi we're students like you, like, we are all trying to get a degree here. Tip number 13 is to have a positive mindset. I know it's easier said than done, but on tip number 14 is wag mong dibdibin yung mga bagsak mong scores sa quizzes mo, sa test mo, sa plates mo, or stuff like that. Like, it's not the end. May chances ka pang makabawi. Also, matututo ka rin na mag-move on agad from that bagsak kasi may next ka pang quiz or exam na kailangan gawin or aralin or kailangan atupagin. Tsaka mo na i-release yung nararamdaman mo kapag natapos na ang lahat ng kailangan mong gawin or aralin. Like, you can release your stress like every week. Lastly, tip number 15 is to focus on your ACADS, but of course, don't forget to enjoy your college life. That's pretty much self-explanatory, so I don't have to elaborate that. And that concludes our video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Of course, don't forget to like and subscribe and click on the bell button if you want to see more of me. And of course, don't forget to follow me on my social media accounts, which will be linked down below. See you guys on my next video. Bye!